If you were about to buy an Apple HomePod Mini today, you need to stop everything. Serious internal leaks have just surfaced. And it looks like Apple is finally ready to replace the 5-year-old original with something that isn't just a speaker, but a full-blown AI powerhouse. Welcome back to TechVibe, your home for the most authentic deep dives into the future of the Apple ecosystem. We've been tracking the supply chain for months, and the data is finally in. 2026 is the year Apple takes over your home. And the HomePod Mini 2 is the secret weapon that's going to make it happen. The original HomePod Mini was a massive success when it dropped back in 2020. But let's be honest, in the world of tech, 5 years is an eternity. While your iPhone has gone through 5 generations of chips, the current HomePod Mini is still chugging along on the S5 processor, the same one found in the ancient Apple Watch Series 5. It's sluggish. Siri is often stuck on it for way too long, and it lacks the muscle to handle the one thing Apple is betting its entire future on: Apple Intelligence. But that's all about to change. Our latest reports from the supply chain confirm that the HomePod Mini 2 internally, codenamed B525, is entering the final stages of production. This isn't just a minor spec bump. This is a total brain transplant. Apple is ditching that old S5 chip for a modified version of the S10 or S11 Silicon. Why does that matter? Because for the first time, your smart speaker will have enough neural power to handle LLM-based Siri requests locally. No more waiting for your voice to travel to a server in California and back just to turn off a light. We're talking about zero-latency smart home control, and it gets even crazier. There are strong rumors suggesting a hidden upgrade under that iconic mesh fabric. Leaks from the latest Audio OS betas suggest Apple is testing a small LED matrix or status display hidden beneath the top touch surface. Imagine being able to see the weather icon, a timer countdown, or a simplified volume slider directly through the fabric without needing to open your phone. It's a subtle touch, but it's exactly the kind of magic Apple uses to justify its premium status. Now, let's talk about the sound, because at the end of the day, it's a speaker. The first-gen Mini punched way above its weight class, but it lacked the low-end thump of its bigger brother. For the 2026 refresh, Apple is reportedly redesigning the internal acoustic waveguide by using a more powerful neodymium magnet and high-excursion driver. The HomePod Mini 2 is expected to deliver significantly deeper bass and a wider 360-degree soundstage. But the real secret sauce is the computational audio. With the new S10 chip, the speaker can analyze the room's acoustics in real time with much higher precision, adjusting the EQ on the fly to ensure you're getting crystal clear audio. Whether it's sitting on a granite countertop or tucked away on a wooden bookshelf, one of the biggest pain points with the current model is the handoff feature. Sometimes it works like magic. Other times you're hovering your iPhone over the speaker like you're trying to cast a spell that won't take. The HomePod Mini 2 is set to include the 2nd generation ultra-wideband chip. This will make the Proxima handoff experience seamless. You won't even have to think about it. You walk into the room. Your iPhone and HomePod will communicate with pinpoint accuracy, transferring your music or podcast instantly. But here's the most important part of the 2026 strategy: connectivity. Apple is finally getting serious about Matter and Thread. The HomePod Mini 2 will act as a primary thread border router with an upgraded networking stack, possibly including Wi-Fi 6E support. This means your entire smart home will be faster and more reliable. If you have smart lights, locks, or blinds, the HomePod Mini 2 becomes the high-speed bridge that holds everything together. For those of you who care about aesthetics and, let's face it, if you're buying Apple, you do. We're expecting a refreshed color palette. While the classic midnight and white are here to stay, there are strong whispers of a new deep crimson or midnight green to match the latest iPhone Pro aesthetics. It's a small change, but it makes these devices feel fresh and part of the modern Apple family. Oh, I know what you're thinking. How much is this going to cost me? Here's the best news of the day. All signs point to Apple keeping the $99 sweet spot price tag. Apple doesn't want to sell you one $300 speaker. They want you to put a HomePod Mini 2 in every single room of your house. By keeping the price accessible, they are effectively putting an Apple Intelligence Hub in every corner of your life. Is how they win the smart home war, not by being the cheapest, but by being the smartest and most integrated. The timeline is looking like a spring 2026 reveal. Historically, Apple loves a March event for its home and special edition products. If you see retailers like B&H or Target starting to discount the current model heavily or showing out of stock signs in the coming weeks, that is the ultimate confirmation that the second version is just around the corner. So, should you wait? Absolutely. Buying the current HomePod Mini right now is like buying an iPhone with a home button just weeks before the iPhone X launched. You're buying old technology that won't support the AI features coming later this year. The HomePod Mini 2 is going to be the brain of your future home, and from what we've seen, it's going to be worth every second of the wait. The 2026 Apple roadmap is looking more packed than we ever imagined. Between the HomePod Mini 2, the rumored Home Hub with a 7-inch display, and Apple's secret move into security cameras, the Apple Home ecosystem is finally growing up. We'll be covering every single leak and official announcement right here on TechVibe, so you never miss a beat. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Are you waiting for the HomePod Mini 2? Or are you holding out for that massive smart display Apple is rumored to be working on? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this deep dive helpful, do us a favor and smash that like button and subscribe to TechVibe for more authentic, high-end tech coverage. We've got some incredible content coming up on the iPhone 18 leaks that you definitely don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Imagine walking into your home and your entire environment reacting to your presence without you saying a word. That is the promise of the HomePod Mini 2. It's not just about music. About a proactive assistant that knows your habits, adjusts your lighting based on the time of day, and manages your home security with the power of on-device machine learning. Previous generations of smart speakers were reactive, you asked. They answered. The 2026 shift is all about proactivity. This device will understand context. If you're in a meeting on your Mac, it knows to silence notifications in the room. If you're cooking, it prioritizes timers over music controls. This level of nuance is only possible because of the hardware leap Apple is making. We are moving away from the era of "I'm sorry, I didn't get that" into an era where your home feels truly alive. The build quality is also expected to take a leap forward. While the exterior looks similar, Apple is shifting toward even more recycled materials, including 100% recycled gold in the plating of multiple printed circuit boards. This sustainability angle is a huge part of their 2030 carbon-neutral goal. But don't let the recycled tag fool you. The density and weight of the device feel more premium than ever. The base is expected to be more weighted to reduce vibrations at high volumes, solving one of the minor rattles some users experienced with the first generation. As we approach the launch date, keep an eye on the supply chain indicators. If shipping times for the current models start to slip to 2 or 3 weeks, that is your green light. The HomePod Mini 2 is coming, and it's going to redefine what we expect from a $100 device. Don't get left behind with the old tech. Stay tuned to TechVibe for the latest updates as we get closer to the big reveal. We'll be there on day one to tear it down and see if it lives up to the hype. Thanks for staying until the very end. It shows you're as passionate about the future of tech as we are. See you in the next video.